Welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you're here for our March general body meeting. We're going to be talking all about elections today. Um, and I'll kick it off by passing it over to our emeritus chair, Brianna Avery.
Hello, 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 and good morning, everyone. So excited to see folks for my personal favorite meeting of the year, which is the meeting where we talk about our CACNY board slate. But before we get there, in CACNY tradition, we want to give folks some time to have some community. So what we are going to do is we are going to have folks go in to some breakout rooms. In the breakout rooms, and I'll put these questions in the chat as well, but in the breakout rooms, what we are going to do is have folks introduce themselves, share their name, their org, their pronouns, and then just answer two quick questions. One being, what's one word that describes how you're feeling today? And another being, what is one thing you're going to do over the weekend to take care of yourself? So we know that we are in a time in the year for all of us that is really challenging, that is tiring for many of us too, whether you are on the high school, the CBO, the admissions, the administrative side of the desk is a busy time for everyone involved. And so want to give folks a little time in community to be in community with each other. So I'm going to open up the breakout rooms and push folks in there. And then we will send the questions in the chat and we'll give y'all about 5 minutes in those breakout rooms. Sound good? Thumbs up. That's cool. Thank you. Bill Short and Addie, y'all are on my screen, so I appreciate the thumbs up. And with that, I'm going to open up these rooms.
Hey friends,
Hello,
I'm
hello, hello. Oh, I'm going
back
to
from my
push.
breakout room because Manny said he didn't want to be in one. So,
Oh, Lord. Okay,
I was
putting
by
people in.
myself, so you can put me back in a room and I'll be happy to join you.
yeah, that'd be
Got
great.
it. What room were actually, I'm just gonna
I
assign
was in
people and
16.
you're in room 16. Okay, moving you now.
Okay.
And then Dion, you said Manny was being Manny. Give me
Uh,
1 second. What room were you
I
in?
I was with Alex and someone else. I can't remember. Alex and Graham.
um, I don't know which room I was in, just the one with Manny. I don't know the number.
Got it. Give me just 1 second and I will reassign you. Angie, you're back. Oh, and Angie is gone like that. Hi, Cindy. Now give me a
Hi.
room.
I was in a room, but then I think the other person had to hop off because they didn't get to
Okay.
join.
All right. I'm going to reassign you right now.
Mhm.
And then, Dion, do you know how to remove people's scribbles on my screen? People
On the
have,
bottom left-hand side, there should be a pencil,
uh-huh.
and I think it's somewhere in there where you
Oh,
can,
is it the clear,
I think so. Hopefully
clear
that,
all drawings? There we
there you
go.
go.
Thank you.
You're
Is there
welcome.
a way to like prevent people from doing that? That was very dysregulating for me.
I don't know if you can. You probably should be able to like disable it somehow. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think I would have the
Disable
function.
annotations for others. I just disabled annotations for others. Got it. So we might be our own little breakout room.
That's fine.
Um, how are you doing today? What's one word that describes how you're feeling?
Like a little nervous. That's 3 words, but nervous. Excited.
Okay.
How about you?
Uh, also, I might also say nervous just because whole group facilitation on Zoom is something that we all do a lot, but maybe not as much as we used to. And so I just want things to go smoothly. And so the annotations really were stressing me out because I'm like, there's like red scribbles that keep on coming across my screen. So
hmm
yeah, a little nervous too, but like optimistic.
hmm
Um, so what's one thing you're gonna do over the weekend to take care of yourself?
That's one thing. I'm gonna try to get to the Brooklyn Botanic Garden because I saw on their Instagram. I have like a membership. And I saw on their Instagram that they have like all these little crocuses that have bloomed. And so I want to try to go after work on Friday before they close.
I love that.
hmm
I love that. I think, man, I don't know. I do best when I watch less TV and read more books.
hmm
And so I have not started a book in maybe a month. And so I have a couple books I could start. So I think what one of the things I need to do is like instead of sitting around on Saturday and watching TV, sitting around on my balcony and like watching a book.
I love that.
Or what I said watching a book, that's funny, and reading a book. That is going to be my goal.
Very
All
nice.
right, so I'm gonna close these rooms and bring all the folks back.
So
But thank
Bree,
you for being my small group. What's up, Michael?
as an omnivert, I felt really great about being all by myself in that room, but also I was like, damn, I'm all by myself.
So most of the people who somehow ended up by themselves just came back to the main room and I reassigned them.
It's fine. I don't mind.
All right, and welcome back, folks. Welcome back. We got about 30 seconds before the rest of the rooms are gonna close.
Yeah, I actually clicked it as I was finishing my introduction because it said you only had 46 minutes left. So I meant to kind of let that get off of the screen and instead it brought me here. So the other three will be
Oh,
coming soon.
got it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No
I'm
worries.
sorry that Zoom played some games today, but
They
hopefully,
are.
hopefully it's gotten all of that misaligned behavior out of its system for the rest of our meeting.
I hope so. Hey, Michael Gordon. Michael Gordon.
Hello, Beryl. How are you?
I'm
Good to see
well.
you.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Seth.
Oh,
All right. I think we have everyone back from their breakout rooms. Thank you all. And with that, I'm really excited to walk us through our election slate and election process. Um, First things first, I want to give a lot of love and shine to our elections committee, which is comprised of myself, Emmanuel Moses of the Opportunity Network, Aaron Ray of Hamilton College, who is unable to be with us today because he is at a Figley Consortium conference, and Adrian Lockhart Perez, college counselor and department chair at Dream. These folks have put in a lot of work to make sure that our election process runs smoothly. And as I am in this final year as emeritus, I cannot be any more proud of what our committee has done and what our committee is going to share with folks today. So just a reminder of the current state of the CACNY board. And what's really important to us and what has been important during my tenure on the board has been being as transparent as possible. And so this is one of the ways in which we do that. And so currently returning next year, as they're entering year 2 of their term, are Mike Campanelli, Norman Delgado Camacho, Shannon Quashie, and Angie Figueroa. We're excited that they are continuing on the board to complete year 2 of their 2-year term. Currently up for re-election, who you will hear from today, are Akil Bello, Alex Hitch, Raquel Masonette Sigler, and Alex Rigney. Melissa Billings is completing the 2nd year of her 2-year term and is not running for re-election. Beverly Santos is transitioning off of the board at the end of this year, and then rolling off of the board after completing 2 terms are Allende Bennett and Risa Dubau. And so first, just really want to give a lot of love to the people on this slide who have given of years of their time, of their energy, of their capacity to make this organization as strong as it is. You hear me say all the time, and you read in emails that I send as well, that we are only as strong as our community, and we are only as strong as the people who step up to serve that community. And so really appreciative of this iteration of the board. I've been on many iterations of the board, and this has just been a really strong group of people who have done some really important and impactful work, not only for our organization, but in our field. And what that means is that we are moving into an election cycle that is also really exciting, because these 15 folks have stepped up, have put their hat in the ring to continue the work that boards have done and that CACNY has done since 1989, the year of my birth, to make sure that our city and our students and our practitioners have the support, the community, and the advocacy that they need. And so really excited to put forth this strong slate of candidates that you will hear from today. And so what that means in terms of our board composition, our election, is that we have 9 seats open in this election. We have 9 board seats open. And while we have 9 board seats open, we have 4 board members running for re-election. We have 4 board members rolling off of the board, and we are adding 1 new role to the board as well, which is a vice chair for college success. Candidates will be making their remarks today, and afterwards we will send out everyone's headshot, bio, statement, along with a link to their LinkedIn if folks are curious as to what everyone is doing professionally and other ways in which they engage in our world and in our community. The ballot will open today. And what that means is that it will close on April 17th. So the ballot will be sent out to bundle owners today. There's only 1 vote per organization, and the committee does verify those votes. And the ballot will be open for a month. Our bylaws state that it has to be open for at least 1 month. So we're going to be open for a month and a couple days to make sure that we have enough time for folks to really to vote, really get out the vote. That's what we need to do. We are a large organization, and it is really in the hands of the membership as to whom serves on our board. And that email will go out today. And so with that, what we are going to do in terms of our process for the next 30 to 45 minutes is on each slide, you will see a headshot of a candidate. I will then ask that candidate to unmute, and they will each have 2 minutes to speak as to why they are interested in being on the board and to their candidacy. I will, slated candidates, please know, at 2 minutes, I will give you a reminder. And I do have the unfortunate task of cutting folks off if they do exceed the 2 minute time. If a board member, or sorry, if someone who is running for election is not currently on the call at the time in which they are called, myself or a member of the NomCom will read their bio and their statement in their absence. All of this is being recorded and it will be shared out in the election emails in a link that will link to our YouTube. So folks will be able to see everyone's statement, to hear it in their voice for anyone who isn't able to make it to this meeting. And with that, we are going to move to our first candidate, which is Akil Bello. Unfortunately, Akil is not able to be here with us today as he is attending a conference in Albany. And so in his absence, I will read his bio and his statement. Akil Bello is an educator, entrepreneur, and advocate who has worked in admissions testing and educational access for more than 3 decades. A nationally recognized authority on educational access and standardized testing, Akil was founding partner and CEO of Bell Curves, a New York-based test preparation company that helped schools and nonprofit organizations understand standardized tests and develop affordable solutions for underserved students. Currently, Akil serves as Director of College Advising and FAFSA Completion Implementation at the State University of New York, where he oversees SUNY's college advising partnership with the New York City Public Schools, directs financial aid outreach efforts, and leads FAFSA completion initiatives across the state. He attended an HBCU and earned his bachelor's degree from a university in Brooklyn. Akil lives in the Bronx with his wife, a college sophomore, and a high school senior. And here is Akil's statement of interest. CACNY isn't a professional organization to me, it's family. I've been part of this community since 2005, and like any family, it has shaped who I am professionally and personally. The relationships built here have placed me on one call, text, or email away from the best minds in higher educational access. Over the past 2 years on the board, I've worked to bring us back together, literally returning the majority of our monthly meetings to in-person and bringing in national researchers, policymakers, senior admissions leaders, and reporters from national publications as guests. That work matters because CACNY is strongest when we are in the room together, when we're in conversation together, and when we share and learn from each other. This family keeps me grounded and focused on those who matter in this work, the students. When my work shifted towards national policy, CACNY kept me connected. With a senior and a college sophomore at home, that connection is more personal than ever. I want to continue that work. CACNY has given me so much. I am not done giving back. Once again, Akil Bello, Director of College Advising and FAFSA Completion Implementation at the State University of New York. Our next candidate is Quasia Fawcett, who is Associate Director of College Allies for CARA. Quasia, give me 1 second and I'm going to spotlight you. And then you are free to unmute and you have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Good morning. So thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. So Quasia Fawcett. I am a proud Bronx-bred first-generation bachelor and master's graduate. And when I was younger, it was always my dream to be in positions where I could give back to the communities that nurtured me. So I've worked in education in the nonprofit sector, primarily serving first-generation low-income students of color for the past 12 years. initially in direct service and now doing more systemic change work with the institutions that serve them. I'm also an adjunct instructor where I get to support and encourage non-traditional students to persist and achieve their educational dreams. Being on the CACNY board would allow me a chance to build a stronger bridge across college access and success communities, especially during this time. I know we're all feeling a lot, and it feels like the ground beneath our feet is really unstable and the work is starting to feel heavy. Um, I really want to ensure that whatever it is that I can give to the board, um, it really ensures that the community can remember that the weight is not ours to carry alone, and it's something where we can come together on either side of the work and say, hey, can we share this together? I'd like to contribute to maintaining CACNY as a space where folks can take what they need and give what they have and really ideate collaboratively to support our students in achieving their definitions of success. So I didn't read my bio and my statement of interest. You'll get to see that, but I just wanted to kind of pull that all together. And I thank you for your time. That's it.
Thank you so much. And once again, Quaisha Fawcett, Associate Director, College Allies at CARA. All right, moving to our next candidate, Addie Adames, who is a program manager at the CUNY College Advising Corps. Addie, you have 2 minutes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Adaris Adames, but please call me Addie. I'm truly grateful to be here and have a chance to speak to all of you. College access and success was something I desperately needed, being the oldest in my Dominican family. Mommy always said we were going to college, but we never really talked about how I was supposed to actually figure it out. And navigating higher education without really a clear roadmap was really challenging for me and my family. And so having the help of my counselors and dedicated support system, like everybody here, really made me who I am, but it also sparked this deep sense of responsibility in me for those who would come next. And really, that small spark started when I got my first job as a college coach. And being that peer mentor has really become a guiding light throughout my career. It shaped my work when I was director of persistence at Cypress Hills and now as program manager with the CUNY Advising. And as I got deeper into the work, I've also realized that advancing student success requires investing in the people doing the work every day. Like all of us, right? The counselors, advisors, managers, directors, guiding them. And one of my greatest passions is helping create spaces where professionals in our field can exchange ideas, learn from one another, and grow in our practice. And CACNY is really a shining example of this. This group has given me connection, insight, and real opportunities for reflection that help me stay grounded in the work, which we know is so needed. And having spaces where we can come together, think through challenges, and learn from each other has been incredibly meaningful to me. Serving on the CACNY board would really be an opportunity for me to contribute to our work in a deeper way. I also see this as a chance to be more available to this community, to be someone in your corner who listens and shows up during the difficult moments when there isn't always a clear answer for our students and advisor we care so deeply about. And it would really truly be an honor to serve. So thank you everyone for your consideration.
Thank you so much. And once again, Addie Adames, Program Manager, CUNY College Advising Corps. Next, I am happy to introduce Ed Bonahue, who is Senior Manager of College Success at the Opportunity Network. Ed, you have 2 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you, Bree. Good morning, CACNY. Happy Thursday. Happy gloomy Thursday to all of you. Yeah, for those that I haven't met, my name is Ed Bonahue, and I'm really thrilled to be able to share my interest in joining the CACNY board this morning. For your context, I lead the college success team at the Opportunity Network, and like many of us, I have this tremendous gratitude for the energy, the wisdom, the sense of community that CACNY provides. And in my experience, CACNY people, CACNY programming, it's not only a place to go to learn about the state of our field, but also somewhere to surround yourself with the kind of joy, the sense of purpose that supports us when the state of the world, the systems that we work within demand so much, maybe sometimes a little bit too much of our energy. But CACNY also serves as an important avenue to improve our ability to do our jobs well. As we move students to and through their college programs and toward whatever their definition of success is, I have found that CACNY is the ultimate silo breaking machine and this kind of entropy resistant source of professional ammunition. When the going gets tough, this community comes together time and time again to make incredible things happen for our students, whether that's getting them in front of legislators in Albany, linking us with professional development, or even just reminding us why exactly it is that we do these jobs. So I would be very, very proud to be able to support those kinds of efforts. And also recently, I have been thrilled to see increasing intentionality at CACNY in how we hold time and space for conversations that extend beyond the college admissions and transitions process and into college persistence, basic needs, security, quality of life, and ultimately college success. Big shout out to the newly relaunched College Success Network. With the state of our field, the way that it is, I believe that the connectedness between college access and success professionals is more important than ever, and that we need to be linking that work early and often and staying in touch with each other as much as possible. So, as a member of the CACNY board, I hope to continue encouraging those kinds of conversations while also building on the incredible work that previous boards have done to position CACNY as a leader in advocating for a more equitable future for our students. And of course, key to all of this is keeping front and center the joy and the clarity of purpose that fuels the CACNY fire. It's great to see all of you. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Thank you so much. And once again, that is Ed Bonahue, Senior Manager of College Success at the Opportunity Network. Next, I am happy to introduce Cindy Concepcion, who is Director of the College Access Center at New Settlement. Cindy, you can unmute and you have 2 minutes.
Great. Good morning, everyone. Happy to be here. So CACNY has been an instrumental professional development community for many of us in this college access to success field. And it would truly be an honor to serve on the board of directors. As a longstanding member since 2012, I've had the opportunity to witness firsthand the power of CACNY as a leading convener of professionals committed to removing systemic barriers and expanding opportunities for underrepresented students. My professional journey has always been rooted in educational equity, advocacy, and student success. I began my career in college access and later transitioned to supporting college students as they persist through graduation and into meaningful career pathways. These experiences, from access to persistence, has shaped how I approach this work and strengthened my belief that students need strong, coordinated systems of support to truly thrive. CACNY has also been a space where I've had the opportunity to contribute and grow. I've volunteered at the College and Career Fair, at the Opportunity Programs Fair. I've attended the inaugural Leadership Summit and participated in the Undoing Racism Equity Training and supported the nomination process for the first Michael D. Cobbins Memorial Transfer Student Scholarship. Each of these experiences reinforce something important, that CACNY is not just a network, it's a community. If elected to the board, I will bring collaboration, dedication, and a deep commitment to supporting the professionals and students we serve. I would be honored to serve CACNY and continue advancing our collective mission. Thank you all for your support.
Thank you so much. And once again, that is Cindy Concepcion, Director of the College Access Center at New Settlement. And next, I'm happy to introduce Sammy El Reyes, who is a college counselor at Columbia Secondary School for Math, Science, and Engineering. Sammy, you have 2 minutes.
Hi, team. It's good to virtually see you all. I'm really grateful to have been nominated for a position on the CACNY board, and I'm excited about the prospect of giving back to a community that's given me so much throughout my time as a college counselor. A little bit about me. My first experience with the American college landscape was as an international student applying to college in America from Beirut, Lebanon, which is my hometown. Having experienced the college access process from the outside has left me pretty clear-eyed as I work with students who are underrepresented in college and for whom the system was not designed, right? Having experienced it from the outside, I find has been actually very relevant and helpful. Um, like Brianna said, I'm currently a college counselor at Columbia Secondary School, a public school up in Harlem. Before entering the college access field in 2020, I was a classroom teacher, and that's really shaped the student-centeredness of the way that I approach the work with my kids. Throughout my career, I've supported students in CBO, charter, public, and private contexts, starting with my time at the Option Center. Shout out to Goddard. Um, I found training the next generation of college access professionals as an adjunct professor at Teachers College in the school counseling program really rewarding. This is my the second year coming back and teaching the college counseling class to future school counselors. The reason I hope to become a CACNY board member is to take a front seat in the process of nourishing this college access and success community. Over my years in college access, I've been impressed that no matter how bleak the context, we rally to move forward together. And I want to contribute to ensuring that our network stays strong and connected by being a resource to others because I know the kinds of issues our students face do not get solved alone. They take all of us working together, and there's no better place to contribute to that work than CACNY. So thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. And that was Sammy El Reyes, college counselor at Columbia Secondary School for Math, Science, and Engineering. I am now pleased to introduce Sandrine Firmino, who is the director of the Network for College Success at CUNY K-16. Sandrine, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm so glad to be here. I know many of you. As mentioned, I serve as the director of the Network for College Success at CUNY K-16. I have to say this nomination board already is giving me all the feels because when I came into this position about almost 4 years ago, I was told when you go to CACNY, you'll find your people. And at first I was like, I'm not quite sure I know exactly what that means, but literally like we have so many similar stories. Like I have worked for the last 2 decades working in public service and non-for-profit space, building program and partnership and initiative throughout the city to help students get into college, access like services. For me, joining CACNY is not just about the work, but it's also personal. Like many other of the nominees, I came here as a first generation student. So when I came to New York City almost 30 years ago, I didn't know about CACNY. My parents did not speak English. I had to navigate the system by myself. And what I end up learning through my journey through college and professional life is that I wish I had somebody in my corner that was able to guide me and ensure that I didn't graduate college with loans that were the size of a small home somewhere in middle of America. And so I continue working and in the city and providing services to underserved communities and building these programs. So other students did not make some of the mistakes I made in my process of application, but also felt supported so they would know where to go. And in CACNY, I have found a group of folks that I work with in my work as providing resources, as creating workshop in the data share partnership that make all these systems stronger. So like for me, being part of CACNY will allow me to give back and to be able to support already great opportunities that we have created. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Thank you so much. And that was Sandrine Firmino, director for the Network for College Success at CUNY K-16. Next, I am pleased to introduce Alex Hitch, Associate Director of Data and Model Fidelity at the College Bound Initiative and the Student Leadership Network. So Alex Hitch, aka CACNY Info, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Bree, and thank you to everybody. I'll be very brief, but it has been such a true privilege to serve on the board for the past 2 years. More than anything, I do, as echo everybody else here, that I want to express, my deepest gratitude to everybody here on this meeting and everybody who's not. It's been an honor to work alongside and for a group that and a membership that so effectively drives college and career access and persistence, that conversation, that advocacy that challenges the systems that continue to limit our students and families. So, working with the students at Student Leadership Network and CBI, my identity is with that, but serving on this board for the past 2 years, my identity is more aligned with the idea of CACNY and everything about CACNY. So, Angie, close your ears on that one. Don't tell Jate. But I want to continue learning from your collective expertise. And the past 2 years, we've made great strides, and I'm looking forward to tackling, the vital unfinished work that drives all of us forward. And I'm eager to continue developing our advocacy and the organizational strength to better serve our needs. And I continue to be, and as we all are, committed to representing all the voices within our network. And it's exciting that we're going to be continuing, that we're going to re-add the success portion of it, because we want to make sure that those wraparound services and all of that work, with making sure that persistence in anything for post-secondary success continues. So the idea that CACNY is constantly improving the communities that we serve is something that is just an incredible thing to be part of. So I want to thank you all for previously giving me the opportunity to serve, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to keep serving. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And once again, Alex Hitch, Associate Director of Data and Model Fidelity at the College Bound Initiative. Next, I am pleased to introduce Alberta Kalan, who is Alumni Success Manager at Legacy College Preparatory High School. Alberta, you have 2 minutes.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well in this gray weather. Yes, my name is Alberta Kalan, and I am so fortunate to be here today and thankful that I was slated to introduce myself to everyone. My connection to the college access and success work feels very personal, as I moved to the Bronx from Sierra Leone when I was 15, and immediately went to 11th grade. So I had to navigate high school graduation requirements and college applications. I made decisions that I honestly am still paying for in the form of student loans. So Sandrine, I hear you. I ended up at a predominantly white institution that was 8 hours away from home, and I had no idea what to expect and how to navigate situations with confidence. I eventually did find my footing, but I often think about how different my experience would have been and my current quality of life if I had access to professionals in the access and success space checking in on me and taking into account my unique situation. I eventually earned my master's degree from a SUNY, although I had gotten into more prestigious schools that, cost a lot of money and gave me normally 50% of what the total cost was in aid. I decided, obviously, I'm going to go to SUNY and get the best bang for my buck. And through that, I was able to teach undergrads and really get to understand the SUNY system. But also, it really gave me perspective on the value of public higher education, and how maybe our schools don't do the best job of promoting that. Um, my background is a big part of why I feel so fortunate to work in this field. And I still feel very new to this space and sometimes have a bit of imposter syndrome when I sit here with all you amazing folk. But I also feel like I'm in a space where I want to give back because CACNY has been so instrumental in my professional growth and development so I can better support my students. I have the time, I have the energy, and the capacity to serve in whatever way I'm needed. I come from a background in education, mainly as a teacher and teaching artist, but I've also worked in filmmaking and marketing. So I feel like I could contribute my talents and help strengthen this community so we can continue to do the amazing work that we do. Thank you so much to the Elections Committee and to all of you for considering me.
Thank you so much. And once again, Alberta Kalan, Alumni Success Manager at Legacy College Preparatory High School. Next, I am pleased to introduce Melissa Lewis, who serves as Director of College and Career Counseling at Mesa Charter High School. Melissa, you have 2 minutes.
Great. Thank you. Good morning to everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so honored for this opportunity. And I'm just feeling truly blessed to be in this room, well, virtual room, with so many like-minded individuals. So it's just a blessing to be here. So with that, as the world is changing, I wrote this whole like thing and I'm not going to read it, but I think as the world is changing and we're all seeing just the impact that the changes that are being made is having on our students, I think that this group is more important more than ever, just to make sure that college access is accessible for our students or for our non-represented students. And I think that CACNY is really helping students and professionals set that path so that students can actually go on this journey to make sure that they're successful. So college access is not just my profession, it's my purpose. I did not want to go to college when I was a high school senior. There was no, it's crazy because 18 years later, here I am as running a college and career program at high school. That wasn't in my cards at all. And so working closely with students, with families, and just having the ability to make sure that that dream is possible for them is a dream for me. And so being in a space where we're all working together to make sure that that's possible would be my dream as well. So just a little bit of background. So for the last 10 years, I've been working at Mesa Charter High School, serving as a director of our college and career counseling program. What I really enjoy about being here is that we work with alums. And so our alumni, we have a counselor here to work with our alums. And so I'm seeing firsthand and getting like firsthand experience of what our students are going through on the college campus. And so which impacts my work directly. So my commitment to this work, like I said, is very deeply personal. And I really want to serve on this board to make sure that I'm giving back to the individuals in this room and that I continue to advocate for students and families as this world is changing.
Thank you so much. Once again, Melissa Lewis, Director of College and Career Counseling at Mesa Charter High School. Next, I am pleased to introduce Dion Lomondo, Associate Director of Student Recruitment and Strategy at the Opportunity Network. Dion, you have 2 minutes.
That's me. Hi, everybody. My name's Dion Lamondo. I'm really honored to have the opportunity to connect with you all today, and I'm happy to see so many familiar faces as well. I am currently the Associate Director of Student Recruitment and Strategy at OpNet, and I've worked there for almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years next Monday. And I oversee OpNet's annual Fellows Program recruitment and borough expansion strategy, as well as our first year 11th grade after school programming. And I couldn't do any of that work without the support of so many of you in this network. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to the Midwest if there's anybody else in this space. And I'm a first generation college grad, the only one of my 5 siblings to go to college and attain a bachelor's degree. And that's really been so life-changing for me and my family, and is also a huge motivation for the college access and support work that I now do professionally. You can see in my bio that I've worked in a wide variety of education settings over the past 18 years. And outside of work, I'm actively involved in local organizing in my community in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. And that experience has given me a real appreciation for coalition building. And as that's built up, I've really wanted to invest in more coalition building in my professional sphere as well. And so that interest in building and fostering networks of collaboration has led me to both want to become more involved in CACNY and this year to apply for the board of directors. I've been connected to CACNY in some shape or form for almost 10 years, and the organization has had an incredible impact on my ability to support young people in their journey to access higher education, whether that's through direct resource and opportunity sharing for my students, or the professional connections and career building opportunities for myself and my team members. The CACNY network has supported me in my work in so many profound ways, and I'd like to join the board to contribute more actively to the network's impact. And I believe my approach to leadership, collaboration, and systems change aligns strongly with CACNY's mission and leadership. And so I thank you all for your consideration.
Thank you so much. And once again, that is Dion Lamondo, Associate Director of Student Recruitment and Strategy at the Opportunity Network. Thank you so much. A break from protocol as we have shouted out the Midwest. And as someone who is from the great state of Michigan, I have to say that I'm born and raised in Flint, a proud Flintstone. Go green, go white. Moving on, I am proud and happy to introduce Raquel Masonette-Stigler, school counselor at Brooklyn Technical High School. Unfortunately, due to circumstances outside of her control, Raquel is unable to be on our call today. So instead, committee member Adrienne Lockhart Perez is going to read Raquel's statement and her bio as well. Adrienne, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Brianna, and good morning, CACNY family. Raquel Masonette-Stigler has dedicated over 2 decades to the field of college access, leveraging a robust educational background from New York University and Brooklyn College. Raquel currently serves as a high school counselor at Brooklyn Technical High School, one of the largest public high schools in the country, where she has worked directing the school's college office and now as a school counselor. Raquel has extended her expertise as an independent counselor, starting Advantage U Educational Consulting in 2007 to provide clients and various NYC programs with affordable college planning programs and services. With a passion for empowering students in their academic journeys, Raquel brings a wealth of experience to the College Access Consortium of New York, as we know it to be CACNY, the board aiming to enhance services and support for both the organization and its members. Raquel resides in Brooklyn, New York with her husband, Jeffrey, her 2 sons, Jeffrey Jr. and Timothy, and her fur baby, Brooklyn. 2 words, Brooklyn. Love that. And Raquel's statement of interest. As a seasoned professional with over 2 decades of experience in college access, I am excited to express my interest in pursuing a board position for the College Access Consortium of New York, CACNY. My journey in this field, rooted in my work in New York City government, nonprofit, and public universities and high schools, has equipped me with well-rounded skills and perspectives to contribute effectively to the advancement of CACNY's mission. Currently, as a high school counselor at Brooklyn Technical High School and as an independent counselor for Advantage U Educational Consulting, I have witnessed firsthand the challenges and opportunities students encounter in their pursuit of higher education. My experiences have instilled in me a commitment to facilitating access to educational opportunities for all individuals seeking to claim their higher educational dream. Having completed 1 term as CACNY secretary, I have a stronger understanding of the CACNY mission of fostering collaboration and advocacy within the college access community, and am eager to develop program content to help build the New York City counselor and college access community. I am enthusiastic about the opportunity to once again serve on the CACNY board and will work to enhance the impact of our profession offers to the communities we serve. I commit to leveraging my experiences and resources to help to build and support the organization's initiatives and offerings to its members.
Thank you so much, Adrienne. Once again, Raquel Masonette-Stigler, school counselor at Brooklyn Technical High School. Next, I am proud and happy to introduce Kristen Molvina, who is Senior College Persistence Advisor at SEO. Kristen, You have 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Bree. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with all of you today. My name is Kristen Mulvena. As Bree said, I'm a college persistence advisor at SEO, and I am privileged and honored to have been nominated for a spot on the CACNY Board of Directors. A little bit about me. I am a born and raised proud Queens kid and double SUNY graduate. Got my bachelor's degree from Binghamton University and my MSW from Stony Brook University, where I specialized in higher education. My journey to a career in college access and success started in the EOP office at Binghamton, where I was a tutor, interning at Graduate New York City in the old CUNY Central office at 16 Court, and then my MSW internship in the SEEK program at Medgar Evers College. I'm a huge believer and lover of SUNY and CUNY. All of that led to my role at SEO, which I've been in since 2018. And in 2019, my colleagues invited me to my first CACNY Opportunity Fair, and I haven't looked back. If you know me, you've probably heard me say that one of my favorite games to play is 6 Degrees of Kristen Mulvena. Like Kevin Bacon, it usually takes less than 6 degrees for me to find connection with somebody else in our field because relationships are the heart of our work. And I love CACNY because I love the unique role that it plays as a conduit of connection and community amongst so many incredible people and organizations, many of whom I would have never met if it wasn't for CACNY. And anytime I attend an event or a meeting, I'm reminded how powerful and wonderful it is when we come together. CACNY has truly broadened my understanding of our work, the critical conversations happening in our field, and has made me realize that I want to be part of making more of them happen. Along with my role at SEO, I also consider myself to be a little bit of a policy wonk. I'm a community organizer and I've worked on a city council and congressional campaign. And I'm so passionate about how federal and state policy impacts our work, especially over the last 10 years. All of us together are collectively fighting rising tides working against us, whether that's attacks on DEI, threats to critical funding for programs like TRIO and EOP and HEOP, Pell Grant shortfalls, just to name a few. And I've stood shoulder to shoulder alongside so many members of CACNY, whether it was in New York or Washington, D.C., advocating to those in power to maintain the support we need for us and most importantly for the people that we serve. I believe that advocacy is more important now than ever and that CACNY plays a huge role in it. I consider myself to really be a relationships centered professional. I'm someone who deeply values the impact of direct student support and the importance of the support that we give one another. I want to bring my value for teamwork, my knowledge of policy and government, and my deep commitment to our member engagement and connections across our network to the CACNY Board of Directors. This organization does so much incredible work, and I really want to be a part of making the magic of CACNY happen. I would be honored to serve this community in a deeper capacity and give my time to help CACNY continue to be a space where we all feel inspired, supported, and united in advancing our goals of college access and success. I thank you all so much for your time, and I hope to earn your vote. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's Kristen Mulvena, Senior College Persistence Advisor at SEO. Our next candidate is Alex Rigney. Alex serves as Director of College Counseling at the Urban Assembly Gateway School for Technology. Alex, you have 2 minutes.
Morning, everybody. Good to see you all virtually. Probably a good opportunity to say that my school is going through a renaming process and rebranding. So we will be Gateway Tech, formerly the mouthful of Urban Assembly Gateway School for Technology. I will not be moving offices or anything else, just the title and name. I've been at this wonderful community for the last 14 years. And as other people have said, relationships are really at the root of what we do. It's what motivates me every single day. And I would say that CACNY and the CACNY community is very much of the same theme. The relationships that I built professionally and socially have just been so fulfilling. The collaboration that we have worked on the last 2 years while I've been on the board, it's been really enriching for me and just powerful to see what people have to give outside of their normal 9-to-5 jobs or 8-to-3 jobs. And I'm really looking forward to continuing to follow through with some of the projects that we've started, and also bring new ideas into the mix. I mean, I think that's one of the most exciting parts of this community is there are just so many ideas that get thrown into the mix that we kind of collectively as a brain trust work through, and everything doesn't necessarily come to fruition. But I think the fact that people are always trying to improve upon our profession, our craft, is at the root of the work that we need to do. You know, I work at a technology school. We're constantly telling students, you have to innovate, you have to change, you have to, you know, be fresh with your information. And truly our field is the same in so many different ways, whether the political landscape is changing, the infrastructures that our students are using, looking at alternatives to college, which has been such a, you know, big force in the last few years post COVID, and really being able to shift through all of that. So I've loved my 2 years. My two positions have been very different. I was a scholarship chair first year. I had a good amount of experience going into that, so I was able to bring that in and help build a committee, increase our applicant pool quite a bit, move to a system that saved us a lot of money in the platform that we use for applicants now to apply. And that culminated with a great end of year event that we had last year at Gutman in June. This year as treasurer was very different. I did not have any experience in that field, but it was really, it's been eye-opening to learn so much of what's needed for an organization behind the scenes. And we are now up to date with our taxes, which is really exciting, and have regained our nonprofit tax status, which was really critical for our organization to function and to be in good financial health. So with that being said, I appreciate your consideration, and I look forward to seeing many of you guys at the next CACNY meeting.
Thank you so much. Alex Rigney, Director of College Counseling at the Urban Assembly Gateway School for Technology, soon to be renamed. I am excited to introduce our final slated candidate, Alex Ruiz Jr., who serves as College Success Manager at Dream. Alex, you have 2 minutes.
Hello, CACNY family. As mentioned, my name is Alex Ruiz. I'm the College Success Manager at Dream. I work for our success team, and I've been in this space for going on 4 years now in May. I believe that there is no greater act of love than to serve. I think it's how I show up in the work, how I show up in the space. I think it's how I lead. And so I'll say that when I started this work, it was in May of 2022. I graduated from Skidmore, and on that very next Monday after graduation, I was in the office at Dream. And before I could do anything else, I was told that I need to go to CACNY. No idea what CACNY was. And then I came here and I walked into this room, and it's filled with laughter, it's filled with music, folks are connecting. And I think off bat, I was able to recognize and understand that CACNY is family, and it's family that's rooted in service and in purpose. And so I think the reason why I want to run for CACNY board, and the reason why I'm here, is because I deeply appreciate the service that CACNY does, and I want to continue to serve. I have a deep appreciation for this work because I'm born and raised in East Harlem in New York. I was a part of several CBOs. I graduated from Skidmore from HEOP. And so there were so many folks in my life who chose to serve me and to guide me along the way. And so my reason for being here is to kind of give back and to serve in the same capacity. I love to work with our young folks. I love to have those difficult conversations. I love to see our students win. I love those moments when you can see a student just persisting and fighting every day. And I get to have a moment where I get to fight alongside them. And through being on the CACNY board, I want to invest in those same people who actively serve and work with our folks. Because if we invest in those people that serve our students, then our students are going to strive and thrive more. So as stated, I have experience working with NYS ACAC. And so I've also had experience in budgeting, and event planning, and collaborating and strategic problem solving. I bring both heart and passion, and I believe that my superpower is my sheer perseverance and persistence. I may not always have the answer at first. I may not know what the right thing to say is, but I believe that there's always an answer and a solution, and it's done through collaboration and community. And my hope is that I can strengthen the community of CACNY and bring folks here in the same way that folks who came before me have brought me to CACNY. So ultimately, I want to see our community win. I want to see our students win. And it will be a great honor to serve all of you because you serve all of our students. So thank you for your time and consideration. And until next time, let's keep fighting the good fight and let's keep serving together. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Alex Ruiz Jr., College Success Manager at Dream. And so once again, all of our slated candidates' names are on the screen. We can give them a virtual round of applause for their bravery in sharing and speaking today. So that is Addie, Akil, Ed, Cindy, Sammy, Quasia, Sandrine, Alex, Alberta, Melissa, Dion, Raquel, Kristen, Alex, and Alex. So on top of us being a very, very dense slate in terms of experience, as you all saw, we're also a very Alex heavy slate. And so make sure that you know the differences between all of our candidates because they're all unique individuals, even if they have a similar or same first name. But truly just want to thank all of our candidates for once again putting their names forth to serve our community. We are only as strong as folks who lead and who lead in this space. And I see so many former board members on this call, and I see so many future board members on this call. And both of those things are incredibly exciting to me. Once again, just a reminder of what happens moving forward. We have 9 seats open for election on the board, with 4 current board members running for re-election, 4 current board members rolling off of the board, and 1 new vice chair role returning to the board. Candidates have made their remarks. All bios, statements, LinkedIns will be shared via email, along with a video recording of this meeting when the ballot goes out today at some point over the course of our day. The ballot will close on April 17th at 5 p.m. We are very quick to make sure that it closes on time, and we verify every single vote to ensure that only paid and processed members of our organization are voting, and that we are only receiving a single vote per organization. Intentionally, only the bundle owner will receive the ballot. Everyone else will receive all the same information. So we ask that our organization bundle owners do confer with the other CACNY members on their team in their offices at their institutions to make sure that that ballot is truly representative of the organization. All this information is going to go out very shortly. And so once again, just want to show love and appreciation to all of our slated candidates, love and appreciation to every single person who nominated someone, who put forth their own name, and then also deep appreciation to our elections committee, Adrian Lockhart Perez, Emmanuel Moses, and Aaron Ray, who are all on this call for the work that they have done to cultivate the amazing slate that you saw today. So excited for this election, excited to see what next year brings us. And Teresa's comment, for those of us who are rolling off of service, we know that we are leaving the board in the amazing hands of any of these 15 candidates. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to our amazing, fantastic, phenomenal board chair, Risa.
Thank you. Oh, am I muted? Oh my gosh. I am going to steal the share, if that's okay with you. So you can see my screen, so I can push through. That was incredible. I am so pumped. I saw someone wrote in the chat that this really filled their cup, and it filled my cup today too. After a few days of sunshine waking me up, now I feel really woken up by all of this and all of you. So thank you. We are going to transition into our announcement section of our meeting. We're not going to go all the way until 12 today. I know attention spans on Zoom are not the same as they are in person. So we will definitely wrap up early But we do have some announcements that I want to share. Um, First, if Angie is here, I can pass this over to you. I've now lost being able to see everyone.
I'm here.
Hi, talk, share.
Here. Hello, everyone. Good morning, CACNY family. I am so super excited for next Thursday, our 2026 Leadership Summit, Beyond the Desk, Leading with Intention, Community, and Impact. And what I will say about it is that if you're a counselor, if you're in this field, whether in college access, college success, higher ed, and you feel burnt out and you feel like you need a place to feel connected and energized and a reminder of why this work is so important, you should be there. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. We are also almost full, so please register. We have 3 amazing workshops that will be happening. Thank you to the volunteers. I will be probably sharing that out at the top of next week so you can kind of have an idea of who's going to be presenting, a reminder of what the workshops are going to be about. We also have an amazing leadership panel with our lovely CACNY Emeritus Brianna Avery that will be there, and Akil who will be moderating it. I do have some more slots for the panel. I do need someone that's in either the college access or college success space. So if you know someone or you want to volunteer yourself, please send me an email. And I also need someone that maybe has either a mental health, social work, guidance counselor background as well, because we want to give a gamut of the field. So again, please, please, please sign up. I think it's going to be amazing. I know it's going to be amazing, and I'd love to see everyone there. So that's all I'll see. Thanks, Risa.
Thank you. Oh, yes, question? No. Okay, great. Scholarship, is Bev here? Yes, she is. I see her.
Hi guys, yes, scholarship. So today is the day that the Michael Cobbins scholarship, transfer scholarship is due 11:59. Thank you so much for all the emails that have been sent our way. We are responding to them. But please, today is the deadline to nominate up to 2 students from your organization. One piece of feedback is please ensure that your students are submitting their student-facing Google survey, right? This is where they're adding their transcripts and all and their blurb on why they're applying for the scholarship, and then also the nominator sends in their recommendation letters. So thank you so much for all the nominators already. We've received several, so thank you. Please keep them coming. If you need anything, a little extension, Risa, yes, a little bit. Reach out because we certainly want to give every student the opportunity to apply and get this money. Thank you so much. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you guys to have access to the scholarship booklet and resource page. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Next up, Coming Together Conference is coming, and it is at Nazareth College, and they are currently accepting proposals for the next few days. So would totally recommend the Coming Together Conference, which is the first 2 days of the New York City CAC annual conference, and it's really focused on advocacy and college access and persistence and equity, and really focusing on a lot of what we talk about at our CACNY meeting. So it's looking like it's going to be a really great conference at NAS. There's a beautiful Coming Together logo designed by, I believe, some CACNY members. And yeah, you can register there. I think registration is open, but they're also currently accepting proposals. Manny, do you want to say anything else about Coming Together?
Wow.
No, you don't. You can say
Of course, of
no.
course, of course I can. It's my job. It's what I gotta do. So we are accepting proposals for the next 3 days, as was exhibited by the wonderful, amazing Slate and all the people. You all have things to say and need to be heard. So please, I'm not saying as someone who reads proposals to guarantee, but again, you have to take all those shots because you all are important. In terms of any other things, there will be a one pager coming out from the wonderful CTC committee with all the things on there. So keep an eye out. And more importantly, as I know budgets are tight, grant applications are also open. I cannot confirm nor deny how much a grant will cover, but as Bev said, come get this money. So you will be able to find out if you receive the grant well before the early bird deadline, which is May 15th. So please definitely come through. And selfishly, I'll talk on behalf of myself and my co-chair, Lauren Quigley. We're trying to break 300 this year. 300 people. So let's get it. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the space, Risa, and yay, CTC.
Yay, CTC. Great. Thank you. Um, Maybe you want to present a coming together. Deadline is March 15th. And maybe you want to take the show on the road. And so what I'm listing out here are a few of the national conference opportunities that are currently accepting proposals. So for the NACAC conference, which is the National Association for College Admission Counseling, it's going to be in Minneapolis. It was supposed to be in Minneapolis in 2020, but was canceled because of COVID. It was moved virtual. So we're going back to Minneapolis. The conference is in October, and the deadline to submit proposals is March 16th. And then we've got two Vegas conferences this fall with College Board and NCAN in October and November. And so the College Board Forum proposal deadline is March 23rd, and for NCAN, it's April 16th. So, like Manny said, your voice deserves to be heard. It deserves to get out there. So, apply for our state conference with coming together, but also, be bold and get out there and go national. So here are some of the upcoming deadlines. Our next meeting is going to be April 16th, so we're moving it. So historically, our meetings have always been on the second Thursday of the month. But the second Thursday of April is during spring break. So we didn't think that maybe you would want to come to a meeting during spring break. Maybe you're busy. So we're pushing it back to the next Thursday, the 16th. And Macaulay Honors is going to be hosting us. And I will reveal the theme of our meeting. If you have an idea of what all these people have in common, put in the chat, and I'll share with you our theme for April meeting, courtesy of Akil. Yeah, Malika, Shamik, they're all HBCU grads, so that's what the focus of our April meeting is going to be. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be great. So we'll see you the day before our slate closes. So one more reminder to get your vote in. All right. Now it's your turn. What announcements do you have? You can raise your hand and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Jadel, I see your hand is up. I'm first going to speak on behalf of your friend and mine, Steph Fiorelli, about the all-male college fair for Eagle Academy. I will post the links that she shared with me in the chat so everybody has access to it. But essentially, the Eagle Academy Foundation's all-male college fair is designed to be more than a traditional college fair. AMCF is all about exposure, access, and real pathways to opportunity for young men of color. At its core, the event is about helping young men go to college differently. To do this, they convene colleges, scholarship programs, and support organizations that have demonstrated a meaningful impact on the success and persistence of young men of color. So students can register here. I will post the links in the chat. And now I will stop sharing and hear from you all. What announcements do you want to share? Jadel, you're first.
Okay, I didn't want to just jump on in.
Oh, get in there.
Lower my hands. Good morning, CACNY family. So good to see y'all, to be with y'all virtually. Jadel Davis, researcher, evaluator, New York-based, University of Wisconsin, all that good stuff. Yep. So I am here on behalf of our colleagues, Chana Laboy and Shuba Manoram. Are you in the room? Shuba, you can come off if you don't want to, but raise your hand. This is more of a teaser. Everything we mentioned, that was mentioned about Leadership Summit, CTC, all that stuff. The three of us are really gathering to talk more about CACNY community engagement. And so at the Leadership Summit, we will have a session. We'll be leading a session. We want to just put it on your radar to look out for us. We're going to be submitting for CTC. Please look out for us. But we're really wanting to build up a community engagement activities within CACNY to support the work that the board is doing, and to, as longtime members, as each of us are, to just be useful and supportive in that way. So please look out for us. If you're going to be at Leadership Summit, CTC, look out for us and join us and come talk with us. Thank y'all. Good to see you.
Thank you. Addie, I'll pass it over to you.
Hello, everyone. Addie again. So again, program manager for CUNY K-16 College and Career Advising Fellows. And we are actually hiring for 26, 27. We support recent college grads. We mostly support CUNY college grads, but it is open to other opportunities. If you know anyone who has their bachelor's degree from 2024 or is graduating this summer, this is a great opportunity to really be working in schools, be an access counselor, working with students who work across four of the boroughs, and really supporting that population and really bringing people into this work. And so I'll put the link to our flyer in the chat, which has the application link. We're having one more info session on the 18th next week. So if anybody wants to come learn more, and then applications will be due at the end of the month on March 30th. So spread the word. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Addie. Any other announcements that we want to share? Alex, go ahead.
Hi, everyone should be receiving an email from NYSACAC in the next week. We at the CBO and Opportunity Committee are hosting an info session about opportunity programs. And also like a huge kudos to Ms. Figs who helped with that like comms request. So if you do work in a school and you have students who are OP eligible or have been admitted to an opportunity program, please feel free to join. We'll have a panel of 3 students kind of sharing their experiences, what to expect about OP Summer. We'll be holding 2 sessions on March 25th, I believe. Oh no, I feel like I have the dates correct. Whoops.
Trying to find the mute button. April
Yeah, because we moved it.
April 1st?
April 1st, yeah.
First, because it's April Fool's Day. Yes, April 1st.
Yeah.
But it's happening
So, yep.
first.
So we're gonna have 2 sessions, one throughout the day, April 1st from 11:30 to 1 for folks who want to have the students in school on the session, and then one at from 6 to 7 p.m. for families and parents. So stay tuned, keep a lookout, and sign up because we did it last year, and like a ton of folks have found it beneficial because, as we know, all of our students think they know about OP Summer and get super excited, and then they go there for OP Summer and they're like, "Wait, I have curfew," and so yeah, please keep an eye out.
So thank you. And I know we've got another announcement coming in the chat in a minute. Are there any others?
Yes, Risa.
Go ahead,
Hi,
Mike.
everyone. Mike Campanelli. I'm the current chair for Partnership and Development. Alex Hitch and I are currently planning a lunch and learn for April 1st. Hitch 12 p.m. to 12:45. There will be a message coming through the listserv shortly, but the focus of the lunch and learn will be sharing the many portals that we as counselors use, particularly focusing on matriculation and some of the advising and other data pieces that the DOE is tracking. So we'll be talking a bit about Slate, the New Visions portal, Zello, Overgrad, and Score, but we will also have representatives from, hopefully, each one of those platforms available to answer your questions. So this is going to be basically how do you access them and what can you use them for? And then we'll open some breakout rooms for you to ask questions to representatives from each organization.
Great. Thank you. Any others? I know Akil runs a tight ship with announcements, but we got time. Who else wants to share?
I
Sahi.
have
Please.
one. Hi, everyone. Again, Sandrine from CUNY K-16 Network for College Success. I have an event coming up. If you saw it in the newsletter, if you're not part of my newsletter, I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm doing on April 30th, which is a Thursday at Baruch, Advising with Equity, Rethinking College Pathway for Undocumented Students. So we will have yes, join the newsletter. Yes. I will have our director of the undocumented and immigrant support program present, and that is one of the events that is the most asked in the network. We talk about new updates with supporting undocumented students. And I strongly believe that we need to all be at the table together, whether it's higher ed and CBOs together, to really like be able to talk about what could we do to improve support for these population. We will have a student panel, and that always seals the deal for me, to hear from the student and hear them talk about it. So the registration link is in the chat. Please feel free to register and share it broadly. I'm really looking forward to packing the house.
Awesome. Thanks, Sandrine. Last chance for your announcements. There's a couple in the chat you can check out. But if not, we will close this meeting. Thank you all so much. And thank you all to the Slate for sharing your interest and your experience and your background. So impressed. So glad to see the direction of where the board will be going. Huge shout out to the nomination committee, the elections committee, for all the work that you put in to create this slate and to make this meeting happen. So we'll see some of you, many of you, hopefully next week at our leadership summit at St. Francis. We'll see you at a couple lunch and learns. We'll see you at Alex's, all the Alex's events on the 1st. If you are not at an Alex's event on the 1st, I don't know what to tell you, but make sure you're there. And then we'll see you after spring break at our April meeting at Macaulay. Thank you so much, Macaulay. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, y'all. Have a great rest of your day.